Welcome to the Longino Show. We're here on a special edition today for the company of Carrier, and this event that you put on today for the workers of Carrier to get the information out to them that they need to know to make the best decision for them and their families. The turnout wasn't the best. Are we going to do this again? And if we are, how soon?
Yes. So what I plan to do is a series of community meetings. And so we're going to do a roundtable in late June that is going to have a lot of our union leadership. That's going to talk about the jobs that are available, that are union jobs right here in our community and the state of Indiana. That's going to be our next piece. The event that we're going to do after that, which will be a fairly large community event that I'd like to do in August, and the reason why we need to do that is because that's when the layoffs are really happening for Carrier. But I just want to make sure that not only are we available to help with every step of the way, but also to have some of the great people that can provide those resources available right on the spot at that community meeting, whether they're United Way or it could be the city of Indianapolis that Brent Pierce talked about with that helpful piece of whether it might be about your mortgage, it might be about helping with daycare, you might be having a problem with your car and transportation. I just want to make sure that as people are transitioning out of Carrier, that they have people right beside them to help them through that transition into their next careers, jobs, retirement, whatever it is they're doing. I just want to make sure that we are there as a family to help support each other and really get things accomplished and help people on their feet.
What's the one thing you would like Carrier workers to know? Because, I know for a fact that there's a bit of communication disconnect between the company, the union, and the union workers. So, so that's kind of a trust issue.
Sure.
What message would you have for Carrier workers to know that, look, we do have your best interest. We're trying to help you make the best decision for you and your families?
Yeah. Well, of course, I understand where Carrier employees are coming from. And, as somebody who lives in this community as well, not just as an elected official, but I live here and I've grown up here, I can tell you that I'm somewhat of an untrusting person as well. So there have been a lot of changes that have happened over the year, and you're also working with family. I mean, you become family as coworkers, and with the changes, it's caused a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. And when there's no communication, or not communication that's helpful, whether it's through, Carrier or the union representatives or whoever they might be, it causes that extra stress on top. And so when you've already been told that you're going to lose your job in the way that they did, I can see how you would have a bit of untrusting but a chip on your shoulder. But you know what? I lead by action. And so by that, I just hope that over time that people will realize that I can be a great resource for them, that even though they may be untrusting, but to know that I am their neighbor, I'm not just a representative, and that I want to make sure that we can not only keep our word, but be accountable for what we're supposed to be doing, but also make sure that we show Carrier workers how much we care and how much we want to help them, not just by the talking. So it's really by the action.
The round table in June, do you have an exact date and an exact location, or are we just still pending?
Yes, that's pending. That is something that I've been working on already because I realize how important it is. And it's important for us to look at the union jobs that are available, but also the non-union jobs. But I do want to make sure that if people have an opportunity to work a union job and they want to, I want them to know of all the jobs that are available to them and the skills needed and the pay and all the important pieces that people who are transitioning into jobs really need. So to hold people not just accountable, but to make sure that I'm personally involved, it'll make me feel better because then I know it'll be taken care of.